Omo, these trenches people no grill. They're like, you see this content, we're gonna give it, but they gave it the trenches way, because why on earth are you starting a fight by 4 a.m? Like, why? And you guys saw that it almost got physical. Let's not be that there'll be a disqualification this year. I'm not ready for any of that at all. So welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please do well to subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that I get notified every time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. About the fight between Amaka and Phyna, I'm going to give you guys all the nitty-gritty, all the details, because I was literally awake when this happened. I was actually preparing a content for you guys, another content. I'm still going to put it out because that one is also very juicy. A lot of things happened yesterday, but I'm going to put it out in like different phases so that it will not be too much. So for Amaka and Phyna, what exactly happened? These two people were in the sitting room practicing for their Thursday's task. Like, everything was going well, everything was being chilled. They even showed us where they were there having like cool gist. So it turns out that in the middle of the conversation, Amaka was expressing her fears and the way she was feeling about the housemates in the level 2, the housemates in Banana Island. She was just talking about how she was feeling and what she plans to do the next time that they meet. She said that the next time that they meet, she's going to like try to identify the strongest contender and creep into his head, like try to creep into his or her head as a way of you know, getting information or whatever it is that she's trying to get from the person. And Phyna did not take it well at all. She wasn't having it, she wasn't taking it. So that's how everything just started.
She kept on talking about the other house. I was like, babe, this is another house. She was not like, the next time they meet, she would love to creep into the strongest to get what's in their head. I was not like, okay, if you get what is in their head, what will you now do?
It's creepy for me. So Amaka was just talking about the fact that it is her choice. Like, however it is that she wants to approach the other housemates, that is her choice to do whatever she wants to do with the other housemates, that it shouldn't even be a problem, that she doesn't even know why it's a problem for Phyna. And this thing, it's not this thing that was even paining me at this point. What was annoying me at this point is the fact that they scattered all the coupling up that was trying to happen inside the rooms. Beauty came out. Beauty was with Groovy, and then she now had to leave where he was. They were cuddling. They were like, you know, trying to cuddle, and then she had to leave to come and see what was going on outside, going on in the sitting room. And I'm like, why are you guys obstructing things over here?
I just want to what did they stop? I don't understand. Again, with this now. This guy, they come on the carpet, they play nonsense. Why will I not shout? Babe, you are saying nonsense. You are saying nonsense. She's saying nonsense. It is my choice.
So from what we can see, it turns out that it was Phyna that, like, you know, went off during the argument and took things up a notch and started off with the whole shouting and all of that. And then initially, Amaka was not asking her, okay, why are you now shouts? Wait till they make you, they shout. And then later on, she now decided to she now decided to match her energy. And this is when Beauty and Brian came to de-escalate the situation, and they weren't really having it. So later on, Phyna was now explaining more. She was giving more details about their conversation. She was saying that Amaka was talking about the fact that she has you know, she has just like 100 followers. She had like 100 followers before she entered into the house. And then Phyna was telling her, like, this thing is not something you'll be worrying about. You talking about it, you could turn off people that like you from the outside. And then Amaka was now saying that this is her own, this is how she's feeling, and then, you know, it's okay for her to be vulnerable. She's a human being, and if it's that, okay, this is the reason why these people are not going to like me or follow me, like, you know, that's fine. And the way I was looking at it, or the way I kind of understood it, was that this is just Amaka saying that I don't get anybody for outside though. I came in as a very normal person, so I kind of maybe need to strategize a little bit more.
You said you have 100 followers. I said, okay. No, and I was like, know that you have attention now. It's not good for your followers and people that are already liking you. Like, you're making your scared. Like, if they're not going to like my boy, my
the way the shouting was just going and then entering different levels, the next thing, Cry entered the situation. I was like, okay, what's even happening here? Amaka was just explaining that she can decide to be soft today and then be you know, strong tomorrow. That's her choice. That's just her being herself and being vulnerable. That is, she can decide how she wants to act today and act tomorrow, because apparently the way that Phyna was coming across is like, okay, why will you be feeling this kind of way? You should not have this, you should not be scared of these people, you should not be thinking about this thing too much. And then the next thing, Amaka now started crying. Hey,
and tomorrow I become soft. I am human. Brian wants to talk to you. Will you listen to him? Will you listen to him? Because he was here.
Just sit down, let me tell you something. Why are you crying?
Babe, why you crying? Like, they fuck up. Still no rich. No cry.
When the cry started, or when the cry was happening, I thought that that was going to be the end, or that was how the situation was going to die down. But well, Amaka did not stop there. It's like she reasoned at that point that I cannot stop this. This argument cannot end with me crying. It cannot end here. And then the next thing, she just put herself together and then came back on track and continued with the basketballs. I'm like, okay.
You don't come and start telling people what you want to do, or what you want them to, or what you think they should be doing.
Come on, sit down now.
What I said is what I want to do.
It was kind of funny to me, Sha. The way I was reasoning it was just like, okay, she just put herself together and she was, back on track. Now, Phyna and Beauty, they were having a conversation on the side. Phyna was now telling Beauty that she asked Amaka, that is this how you creep into people's heads? You've been creeping into other people's heads. And Amaka was like, yeah. And then she now asked her, is this how, did you also do that to me? Like, did you also creep into my head? And then Beauty was not telling her that, that's not the way, that's not how it is, or that's not how, that was basically not the intention. And then she now also told her that she should know that it's a game, or this is a game, or.
So I said, okay, doesn't mean you creep into people. She said, it doesn't mean you creep into me, because like that. She sounded like someone that really wants to play mind game with almost everybody. But baby, not doing a game. We can do the game.
Like, yeah, this is a game, and this is basically what you do in an environment like that. You enter there, you try to study other people and all. Then Phyna was now saying something about like, okay, if this is what she has been doing, it means that the energy that she brought into the show, like all the energy that she's bringing into the show is fake. Everything is just fake. And then she also made mention of something about snitching, her being a snitch and all. And I'm like, okay, what's even going on here? The entire fight was just very, very hilarious. And I think that what made the fight escalate the way it did is the fact that these are two very sensitive people. Like Phyna and Amaka, they are very, very sensitive. And Phyna did not really apply, I would say that Phyna did not really apply emotional intelligence in this situation. Like, this is Amaka telling you that this is how she's feeling. Like, she's expressing herself to you. She's literally in a vulnerable state. And you don't go off on somebody like that is trying to, tell you stuff like that. I cannot be coming to tell you that, oh, I'm feeling this kind of way. These people are scaring me, and this is what I plan to do. She telling you that this is her plan, and this is what, this is kind of like her strategy, means that she trusts you to an extent. So for you to now, turn it on her was, somehow. So I feel like that's what really made the whole situation escalate the way it did. And from what I've observed about Phyna, she literally says whatever it is that she's thinking in her mind. Like, she doesn't mind how it's going to come across. As she's thinking it, that's how she's just going to, like, put it out there, not thinking about how the other person is going to take it. But from her own angle though, her own feelings are also valid. Like, you're just looking at this person like, shit, they've been using me too in this house, right? Her own feelings are also valid. But I didn't feel like this was the right time for her to like go off on her and just tell her that, oh, you should not be doing this, don't be thinking like this, So I just feel like it was a case of them not handling the situation well, from both angles. Then something very, very hilarious happened. Like, this part was very, very funny, right? So they now went off and they were calling each other different names, like major insults: rats, lion, your leg is like this, body shaming and all of that. Then at this point, Phyna now said that all of them are still in the same house together, and Amaka was like, yes, because we deserve it. And Phyna said, now you be deservation. I'm like, where did that even come from?
I think we're here in Big Brother together, bitch. Yes, because we deserve it. Now you deserve, and now you be deservation. Yes, I deserve it. If you don't deserve it, see how they go. Now you be deservation. Yes, oh, I be deservation, oh.
At some point, Phyna was not telling Christy that she's not even good with verbal, like having all these quarrel arguments and everything, that she did like go physical basketballs. And I'm like, with all these insults, it's only her that said use the B word, it's only her that called her rat, only like and you say you're not good with insults. Then she also made mention, or they also talked about the fact that Phyna usually counts your sins. So if you've offended her once, twice, 3 times, she will just be counting it for you. When the 4th one reaches, she will now go off on you.
That's what is saving me. Like, I'm like, I don't know how to quarrel. I'm that kind of person. Like,
You said she has been counting. You know that thing she said earlier, that she counts. She said it's the 4th.
yes.
So do you understand how she's feeling?
So apparently that's why she went off on Amaka like that. This is her 4th strike. Then as for Amaka said that the reason she's not even like, she wasn't really like angry like that. The only reason why she decided to shout back and like, you know, match her energy or just literally shout like that is just to prove a point to to prove a point to Phyna that you cannot ride me, or I know you're like this, and you know, don't do that near me, or in case you're trying to suppress me, it's not gonna happen. I don't know why she was thinking that it was coming from a place of suppression or trying to, but she just wanted to just make her know that this is how I am. Don't come off on me like you can, you know, maybe press me down or whatever. Then they now took us back to the cuddlers, right? Beauty and Groovy, they were having a conversation about alcohol. Groovy doesn't really like the fact that Beauty likes alcohol a lot. So sometimes he tries to like make her tone it down or tries to stop her from taking too much, and she was not telling him that he should stop trying to do that, that she's not going to stop her alcohol intake just because he says it, that he should allow her to do it on her own terms. They now came to an agreement that okay, any day she drinks like that or any day she drinks, they are going to avoid each other, they're not going to talk to each other, and they both agreed.
You can't tell me not to drink. I can't even promise you that. This is you trying to change it, and I don't want to change it. Let me make the decision is.
I'm about with this. Any night you decide to drink.
I won't talk to you. Cool.
Okay.
All this kind of talk, I don't even know where it's coming from, and it was just, let's just be watching her, because I know that that's not what's going to be. That's not what's going to happen. First it happened. I know that that's not what's going to happen. Later on, they were just there in bed, staring at each other, I think he was trying to get a kiss. I don't even know if they kissed, because at some point it was as if the duvet was covering their face. I don't know. I'm going to, maybe if I go online and see any details about that, I'll give you guys the gist. But for now, I didn't see that. I had to leave them because a more person got sleep. So they showed that, and then something very, very hilarious happened with both of them. Now, before Beauty came to stay with Groovy on the bed, she was saying that she didn't like that room, that the room was too bright. She doesn't like sleeping in rooms that are like, she likes very dark rooms. And Brian was trying to tell her that she should just try it for once. She was still there doing stuff on. The next thing, Groovy was like, she should go and get her stuff. And then if you see the speed she used to go, and Brian was now saying, be assertive, be assertive.
Go and get your stuff.
Be assertive. Don't be. Can you go and get your stuff? Go and get your stuff. Now man, you be. No one can give me 5.
I'm sure Shola will be very proud right now. If you know, you know. So I don't know. It's an inside joke. I can't explain it to you guys. If you understand it, you understand it. If you don't understand it, I can't help you. So yeah, that's just what happened. A lot of things happened tonight, Sha. But for this particular gist, thanks. I'm done. I'm done here. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to do the thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you.